blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. That's my girl right there. Well, here we are again.
Honey, whatever you was eating, it was good, honey, because you was like, what you eating, Troy?
Roasted almonds. These things are good.
I know that's what I be eating too, the smoky barbecue ones and the hot wasabi. Oh, my God.
These are just salted.
Oh, yeah. Those are good too. Yeah, I love those. You just reminded me, I got a bag in the kitchen. Look at God. Hallelujah. Listen, happy Thursday, Earthlings. Happy Thursday, Troy. How you feeling?
Good. How about you?
I am, and you know what? I feel good, child.
That's a great way to be.
I got this steroid injection in my knee yesterday, and I was scared to get it. But baby, honey, I feel like I got 1991 knees again. What?
Okay.
And I feel amazing. No pain in my knees today. Oh,
That's
my Lord. So, yeah, today was a good day.
Indeed. That's awesome. Yeah, you know me. This is my Saturday, I guess. So
yes.
So I'm happy.
So, yeah, you had a good day. I like your shirt, like you look, like the atmosphere, set it up, superhero. And we got a dope ass superhero poet on here tonight. And I'm so excited because she's one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm very excited. So let's pay these bills and get into it. How about that?
You know how we do. So let's go ahead and bring in the sweetest line.
The sweetest lime. I mean, listen, I done had this hairstyle for about 3 weeks now. Now, next week, y'all won't see me because next Thursday is my birthday. Yeah. And so, y'all know she gonna trick me. She gonna have me looking real cute and lovely. But listen, you got to go see her because if you want someone who could do natural hair, who's a natural hair guru, a loctician, a colorist, she does everything, makeup, you name it. She is your person. And I'm telling you, now that she has a brick and mortar location over there at Silas Creek Crossings, you need to go pay her a visit. So you can hit that QR code. You can call her at 336-734-3307. And y'all, she still makes her visits. So give her a call. You can follow her on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat at The Sweetest Line. And she's on Facebook under Makaya Mitchell. But whatever you do, and her birthday was Tuesday. So y'all, if y'all will wish her a happy birthday, was Monday. What was the 4th? That was Monday or Tuesday? Lord, I lost track of time.
Hold on, checking. The 4th was Monday.
Monday was her birthday. So y'all wish my sis a happy birthday if you haven't already. And most importantly, when you book her, let her know Carla sent you, okay?
Yes,
next, we have intuitive readings by Myra. And it's just that, an intuitive reading by Myra. And it's very exciting. She takes your energy and she tells you what your energy tells her, and it's fantastic. Okay.
Oh, that came from nowhere.
Okay, like Scooby-Doo go, okay. Listen, my energy must be low or something. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, y'all, please, if you would like to get a reading from her, look, I can tell you firsthand that Myra is the bomb, and she is very trustworthy. She's not no charlatan. She's not a hoax. Check her out, and you too will be sitting around with your mouth open like the rest of us. Her phone number is 336-480 1653. You can hit that QR code. You can actually do a virtual visit if you're not in Winston-Salem or in the Winston-Salem area and you can't get to her brick and mortar location. She does virtual visits on intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. So go check her out, and when you do, let her know that Carla sent you, okay? And then last but not least, we have Myra again, but this time we have Made with Love by Myra, and it's just that. Myra makes candles, fragrances, soaps, trinkets, you name it. She makes it, oils. I mean, she's a very creative person. You can call her, same number, 336-480-1653. Now, the website for this is a little different. You will go to madewithlovebymyra.co, not .com, .co, and purchase some of the lovely things that she has on her site. And she's always coming up with new stuff. So please get into it. Go over there. And when you purchase something from her, let her know Carla sent you, okay?
Indeed,
all right.
Indeed.
And before we bring on our guest, also, if you would like to be a sponsor on the Crazy Carla's Concoctions show, please just hit me up in my inbox and we'll talk tea. And I'm telling you, right now I'm running a special, so hit me up. And you too can be a sponsor on Crazy Carla's Concoctions, and the world can see what you have to offer. All right.
There it is.
Thank
all right.
you.
So tell us about your guest.
So, my guest, Boss Lady J, is what she goes by. Her name is Brittany. I'm telling you, this is one of the dopest poets ever. But baby, when it comes to erotic poetry and eroticism, she been tearing my nerves up ever since I asked her. I said, Brittany, you want to be on my show? And she said, yeah, girl. And then she started sending me all this. I said, and last night she almost got me in trouble. She sent me a little poem about 11 o'clock at night, and I read it and felt compelled to contact someone. I ain't had no business. And
understood.
Nothing happened, but I'm just saying.
The thought was nice.
Doing something I had no business. That's what I said. So listen, y'all are gonna be blown away by Miss Boss Lady J, because she gonna come out here looking like a little school child. But do not be fooled by this. Do not be fooled. And y'all are gonna see what I mean in just a moment. So without further delay, welcome, Boss Lady J. Where'd you go?
Hi.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm great. I feel good. I do. Yeah. And how about yourself?
I feel good.
You feel good? So we're going to get straight into it. Now, you told me you're going to be in a competition.
Yes.
And when is this competition, and what is this competition?
Okay, so the competition is August the 17th. It's an erotic poetry slam. I have never done this before.
Oh.
So this is a first for me. That's why I'm in y'all's inbox. Like, what you think about this? What you think about? How you think about it? What you think about that?
Girl, that's what you sent me last night.
Yeah. So I'm
and what?
Yeah.
They're gonna love that girl. Cause I'm telling you, y'all, Brittany be having your mind racing. And you be like, what? You can do that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in your inbox tomorrow night too.
Oh no.
Yeah, the competition is in 2 weeks. I gotta get
y'all. People come, I'm gonna tell you. I'll be like, sis, you might need you didn't fall back, but I'm gonna tell you. That's the only thing I can tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. So tell the people where you're from and where you're at.
Where am I from? I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. And right between Charlotte and Atlanta at the current moment. And I've been writing since 98.
And that was my so you already asked. I was like, well, how long have you been doing for?
Yeah, since 98.
You already telepathically knew what I was getting. So you've been doing this a long time. So when you first started doing poetry, were you an erotic poet, or were you just a poet and then you kind of fell into doing erotic, or have you just always been an erotic girl from the get-go?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Out, I was more like militant, more Tupac based, more NWA, more of that is what I was. And a few years back, someone asked me to write an erotic piece, and I never written an erotic piece because that's not what I was doing. And so I wrote an erotic piece and I sent it to somebody's inbox, like, hey, what you think about this? And they was like, yeah, I think you should keep doing it. Keep doing this. Because this, I like. And every time I try to go back to the Tupac, they're like, no, I need you to do an erotic show for me. And I'm like, nah, but I don't want to. All right, cool, whatever. So it's been a couple years, and I do erotic sip and paints. I do erotic shows. I have erotic pieces on YouTube, and yeah, it's because people are nasty.
You know, and if you're not, you should be. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah, people
because nasty. A little nasty makes life interesting, doesn't it?
It does, and y'all seem to like it. So that's why I've been in y'all's inbox, like, hey, what you think about this? You like this, or you like that, or what you think about this?
Girl, I was hot flashing. I said, I don't have time for this, little sis, tonight. And then I told her, I was like, listen, I knew I had to be up and go to work this morning. And, you know, I had to think about life altering decisions at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, sis, can you listen to this? Or I can tell me what you think. I said, girl.
Yeah, thank you. And you liked it. Yeah. And it was.
I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. And, you know, I just want to give a kudos to you because erotic poetry is not as easy as people think it is. It's not just getting up there and saying some old freaky dicky stuff. Like most people want it to make sense.
Yeah, it's hard.
Right? And I've seen some erotic poets. I've been like, they okay. You know, I love you, you know, the Honey Dripper Collective. Of course, Sunshine when she does hers. Yeah. Hey sis. Who else do I really? Oh, Paul Cram. Okay. Paul's really good. And so I've, you know, I know lots of erotic poets, but I can say that I don't know a lot of good erotic poets.
Right.
I know some who are, I mean, they write, you know, they do their thing, but I'm talking about the ones where you could tell it's like a second skin for them, and you're that person. And I love that because it really goes into who you are as a person. And what people don't think about is the moment you become somebody's mama, it activates something in you, whether you know it or not. It just lies dormant for a little bit. And people forget that, you know, you included, when you start becoming a mother and mothering, you forget about the sensual side of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
And that because, especially if you breastfeeding and trying to just live, and you do not feel sexy, you do not feel sexual, you do not feel sensual.
Anything.
And then one day it'll just pop back on you, and you be like, oh.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Is that what happened? Now, how many children do you have, boss lady?
I got some kids.
How many kids you got, girl?
I got 5.
5? That's great.
Yeah, I got 5.
You might well have one more. Have your basketball team or something.
No. I'm okay. Nah, I'm all right.
So, are all your children little? Do you have adults? Do you know? Because with black women, you can't tell.
I have a range from ages 4 to 20. Yeah.
There they go, right there.
Yeah.
Hey, babies. Listen, I love it. Girl, and you look like a little girl.
I hear that a lot. Like, you like a little girl. But
well, your face look like a little girl. First of all, this is Miss Thickums right here. Y'all think I'm thick. I'm not. She tall and thick. And I was like, oh, okay. honey. And she was bodying the last time we did a show. I said, okay, girl, okay.
Girl.
And you know, Game recognized Game. She got a little bunkum on her. You know, people in the South know what a bunkum is. And so I love it because it just goes with your whole aesthetic. When you're doing these pieces live, people really eat it up. And I like it because you talk to us. You talk to us like, girl, let me tell you. And I love that your name is Boss J. Boss Lady J. I'm sorry. Something popped up on my phone. I was like, what?
It's okay.
The storyteller. Because your poems do always tell a story. And you're in it from the beginning to the end. So we're going to do, how many poems you got for us tonight?
I got a couple of them.
And you sent some clips, right? You sent a clip or two?
I didn't send a clip, but I can do one for you live if you would like me to.
Okay, sure. Yes, ma'am. We're going to do one or two. Now, before we do that, you've been doing this since 1998. And you went from being militant to being erotic.
Right.
But do you feel like it's time to be militant again? Or are you just incorporating that into your erotic poems and your erotic poetry?
I believe that, sometimes I'll venture off and I'll do a militant piece here or there. Or I write about whatever. Like I can make ketchup sound good.
Right.
I write about whatever, but as far as like being militant, I still venture off that path sometimes, especially like during Black History Month, and if something happens or whatever, I'll write a piece catered to the situation. So it's still in there. It's just that the erotic poetry has a stronger crowd.
Yeah.
It's a stronger crowd.
But it's good to always bust people over the head with something unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I like about poets. Poets are ever evolving. And just when you think you know one, you don't. And I've seen that happen a million times. Even with myself, I started out as a poet and I became a comedian and now I'm an actress and I do all three. But there's something about poetry because hi there. That's Save the Art TV, Rasheen. Welcome. We always, when we are doing poetry, right? Poetry for most of us poets, we're just saying what's on our mind, what's on our hearts. Yeah. It can be something, crazy. It can be something simple, and we make it into a thing. But most people can resonate with whatever it is that you're putting out there. And for most people love eroticism, whether they're doing it or want to be doing it or used to do it,
just did it.
And whether people want to admit it or not, it's good. It's good. Hi, Portia, how are you? Welcome. So, people love a good, scenario, right? And if you don't, then you haven't lived yet. Poets need videos. When you make it visual, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. And shout out to Ronald Lavender, who does Love Notes.
Yes.
He always has a video accompanying his poetry. And I like that. I think it's so dope. And I would love to do something like that. I would love to collab with other females, and do something like that, because I think it's good for people to realize that women are women and men are men.
Yeah.
And that, we interact in all kinds of ways and there's different levels of intimacy. And eroticism isn't always just sex. Right. Sometimes it's the mind sex.
Yes.
If you've ever had that can be like
also a thing too.
With the right person. There's all kinds of ways to get to the point, the climax, the orgasm. And as you get older, you realize how important words are to your sensual self, right? And sensuality and all such things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show a few pictures of Boss Lady J. That she don't do that, girl. I think Troy, you have pictures? Yes, no. Did I send them to you? Or did you send him anything at all?
I sent them to you. I think I just sent them to you.
You just send them to me. This always happens. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna send them to him when we go on break.
Okay. I sent them to you. I was like, here you go.
His email. Listen, y'all. I always give everybody Troy email, and then they be like, "Girl, I ain't even seen that." I'll be like,
"Yeah, I sent everything to you." I was like, "I'm gonna just send them to Carla."
Okay, well then let's just do a poem. Then, you ready?
Ooh, give me a second. Let me do one. Let me see. Let's see here. I don't know, if your crowd gonna look at me differently. This is
I love it.
I got a piece. It's real quick. It's called Man Eater.
Okay.
So yeah, like here you go. Am I able to pull up on you? I just want to sit in your presence and enjoy the ambiance that's you. Is it okay if I use my throat to hug you? Wrap my locks up and just inhale what's attached to you. Can you tell me how your day was as I swallow you? We can communicate through vibrations as I'm controlling the most vulnerable parts of you, the most sensual parts of you. And I feel your heartbeat on my tongue as I ease my mouth up and down on you. See, baby, I like what God created, and it's only right I provide a storm that Noah created and prepare release just for you. I want to give you 40 days and 40 nights of waterfall. Is that too much water for you? It's only right and my duty that I prepare a feast like the Last Supper and make the appetizer, entree, and dessert moist just for you. So do you mind if I pull up with nothing but a fur coat on and pumps for you? The way you treat me, I want to make sure that I show you that I appreciate you. The better that you treat me, the wetter that she is just for you, and the more submissive I become for you. You see, I'm grown. I know what I want, and what I want is you. Can you handle 38, 32, 52, or is that too much woman for you? My request too much, or is what I'm asking okay for you? We can discuss this over dinner, or I can be dinner. Either way it goes. When I drop down to my knees, just know that I pray before I eat my food. And that's Man Eater. Some water.
Girl. Oh, I got parched.
Just a little bit of water. That's all.
That was good. Thank you, girl. I love it. So, what makes you? What's your go-to when it comes to writing erotic poetry? Is it things that you've actually encountered? Is it things you want to encounter? Is it male-female relationships? What's your thing? What's the thing that drives you in erotic poetry?
It can either be personal experience, or how you and your homegirls get together and y'all start talking.
Right.
Write a piece about a conversation, or it can be a piece about what I may want to do, or maybe what I want to try, or what I have already tried. I had a young lady inbox me. She was like, "I like your pieces, but you always cater to the men. What about women?" And I told her, "Well, baby, I ain't never been with a girl before, but I'm gonna figure something. I figured something out." And I went in my closet and I figured something out.
Okay.
It works. So it's either something I've already done, thought about doing, wouldn't mind doing, or just a request from somebody. Like, hey, like the girl said, I get what you're doing. You only date men, but what about women? Your audience also includes women.
Right.
So feel special and loved as well. Like, you ain't got to really do it, but can we feel the same way that these men are feeling in the audience? Okay, cool. I got you. And so I started writing pieces catered to women. And the LGBTQIA element of P, hey, they love me. Okay. Whatever. They love
me. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm all, because I will say that we live in a totally different time. And I don't know how old you are. I mean, I'm in my 50s. So there was a time where you just was not going to be talking about this.
Yeah, you wasn't.
In mainstream. And you especially wasn't going to be talking about no non-heterosexual eroticism, out. And we have to remember our audience sometimes, but then you also have to tell your audience sometimes, well, I'm going to do it as best as I can based upon my experiences. Right. And me, I know I'm heterosexual, but I know I have plenty of friends who aren't. I have plenty of friends who are non-binary, and they try. I call them try-mates. They're going to try everything. They're going to try this. They're going to try that. They're going to try it. They want to try. Right. And I have nothing against that. And I think that because we are living in this age of sexual freedom, because really, we've never, and sometimes I cringe at some stuff, not because I'm against it, but just because I remember a time where that's just something you just don't be telling people, baby. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
But also, I think because and I say we because you're a Southern Black woman, we grew up sexually repressed.
Yeah, of course.
We were taught that everything was us being fast.
Especially
and we were always made to feel self-conscious about ourselves, especially being a brown girl with thick lips and your hips and all the things. I was skinny. And I remember vividly praying to God and saying, please, I don't want to be skinny when I grow up. I want to be thick like my mama.
Well, yeah.
And I just never thought it would happen. And then one day I literally woke up and had hips and thighs. And the girl who guys didn't look at, all of a sudden they were looking at me. And when you start getting that attention, but you've been taught that your sexuality, everything about you that's natural, draws all these bad things, you don't know what to do with it. And so I'm kind of glad now that we live in a time where young girls and guys, I think some stuff they shouldn't be exposed to too early. But when you're a teenager now in 2025, it's not the same thing as being a teenager in 1990. Okay. And a lot of stuff was kept from us that had we known it, maybe we would have made better decisions when it came to sex and sexual partners and even pleasing ourselves, because we were also taught that masturbation was a definite no.
Yeah.
And you were going to go to hell. I remember being told that I was going to grow hair on my hands if I was touching it other than to wash it. And you think about stuff like that, and you be like, well, why would they tell me that? But it was all in a quest because it seems like everybody is obsessed with women and their sexuality, whether you're straight or gay. Everybody's checking for what we're doing with our bodies, okay? Whether it be reproductive, sexual, whatever. Everybody's obsessed with it. And I just really respect the poets who jump out here and say, hey, let me tell you, this is how I was feeling. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that because I feel like when you're sexually satisfied, you're happy, whether it's with yourself or with somebody else, right? You can tell people who ain't getting none. They be grumpy, angry, and evil, and hateful. They are.
Yeah, they are.
And that's why a lot of the women up in that church is hateful because their husband's sleeping with everybody but them. Or let's just keep it real. They having boring sex.
Yeah. That's the worst thing to have is boring sex.
Who wants that?
Who wants that?
But that's what happens when you don't know your body, when you don't know what you like and don't like. Yeah. You end up having boring sex.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as lovemaking if you're not in tune with what you like and with what other people like. You know what I mean? So, right. You know, what do you feel is something that's important? Because you already said you went into your closet because you were asked to do something for the ladies, and you did just that. So once you started tapping into that, did that expand you? Do you feel like it made you a better poet? How does that work for you?
It definitely helped sharpen my skills because, again, I've never been with a woman, so I don't know. But it's sharpening my skills because I've written a few pieces. I think I sent you one in your inbox.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah.
And it challenged. I like to be challenged. So if you inbox and say, hey, can you write about this? I've never done this, but let me try it. It just, keep my pen sharp. That's about all. Like, I've never had a threesome, but I get a request. Hey, can you write about this? Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to go in my closet and I'll be back.
Because you got an imagination.
I got to think about
it. Yeah.
So it just helps to sharpen my pen. That's all. So it may take me a day or so, but it's just sharpening my pen. That's all.
And we've already surmised that your pen is a weapon. So look, I told you, as soon as I get on here, everybody just try to call me. Every time.
It's all good.
But anywho, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the mid-break and we're going to do an Artist of the Week. And then we're going to come back and talk about the things that you have planned.
Okay. Somebody is blowing her up. All righty. So, great show. I'm loving it so far. So tonight, I'm going to tell you, this young lady I have truly become a fan of, and I even told her this. This is a song by my girl, the Songbird Raven, and this is called Don't Do It.
He says I make him happy. He tells me that I'm beautiful. I won't lie, I don't believe him sometimes. Cause to hear that ain't the usual. Now you got me open, and if you think there is a chance that you'll hurt me, don't do it, baby. 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 Don't do it, baby.
and that is the Songbird Raven with Don't Do It. And if you, excuse me, and if you are an independent artist, a spoken word poet, or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can register at blastmusic247.com. Register as an unlimited fan and have access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, ladies, back to you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Boss Lady, who are your favorite poets?
When I started out, I was a real big like Maya Angelou fan. Like she took the cake. Maya Angelou, Langston Hughes, Tupac is a poet, and as far as poetry, those are my three top. Like that's like those are my three top all time. That's my go-to. That's who I go to. But Tupac, although he was a rapper or whatnot, he was a poet at heart.
He definitely was, yeah.
And so that's a go-to before shows. That's what I play before shows. On the way to a show, that's what I'm playing. Before I go on stage, that's what I'm playing. Before I go on stage, they'll play a Tupac song for me. Because again, he was a rapper, yes, but he was a poet at heart. Shakespeare would listen to, or that he would read, or he would recite. So that's my go-to.
And it's funny how, as a poet, who you draw from, and the different cadences and the singers that are poets, like Jill. Jill's definitely a poet. Definitely. Like, I have her book. I have her poetry book, actually, when she wrote that poetry book. And that book was dope, isn't it? And I was like, I really love that. When I was coming up, I love Nikki Giovanni. That was my girl. I love Nikki Giovanni. I love Maya Angelou, of course. Her poetry, her books. And if you could, you already said Tupac, so I'm assuming Tupac is like your muse, huh?
It is.
So definitely. He's not here with us, and for you to perform poetry with, but who alive would you like to grace the stage with?
Oh man, alive. Who would I like? Because I'm real different. Really different is what I can say. But I wanted to work with a lot of different artists as far as like things like Tamia. I love Tamia. She has a song that's called Poetry. And it's a song. But I would love to utilize a piece with that song with her, if possible. It's a really dope song. It's a song entitled Poetry. I like Solange. She's the different. She's a different sister. So I'm digging her. I like Wale.
Yes.
Also, I love Wale.
Raheem Devon.
He's
another one that he's really a poetic singer.
Yeah, I like Major also. He's a dope singer. Major.
Oh yeah, I've listened to him. I like him. I love Raheem, because Raheem, when he get on his little poetry stuff, you be like, oh.
He tells a story also. I like him as well.
Yeah, Wale's great. But you know who else I love that I feel like he doesn't get his just desserts? It's Fonte of Little Brother and Foreign Exchange. Fonte.
Okay. You went.
Girl.
Okay.
Now, he is the bomb. You know what I mean? He's one of my favorites.
I don't even thought about that.
I love the way poets are. They literally are griots. They're storytellers, and they're setting a scene for you. What is your favorite venue to do poetry? Do you like outside? Do you like small, intimate settings? Do you like what's your thing?
Intimate. I like at the artist block, like I like a setting like that because it's intimate.
Yeah.
Give me a stool and a microphone and I'm good to go. I mean, no matter where I'm performing, give me a stool and a mic, but an intimate setting I like that. The closeness of the crowd. I like that. I want to do
the energy.
Yeah.
It draws you in, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like that energy from the audience. And when last time I saw you perform, girl, everybody was all into it. Including yourself.
Yeah.
And it was just a dope experience. And you could tell you was like, now listen, don't y'all get quiet on me. But we didn't know what you were gonna say next. And we were like hanging on your every word, And that's what artistry is about. When you're supplying art to people, whatever it may be, whether it's graphic, visual, musical, instrumentational, when people are just hanging on for the next beat, the next note, the next word, you know that you have accomplished what you set out to do. And you always sucker punch us with your poetry. And I just love that about you. So what advice would you give other female erotic poets out here? How does that translate for you? Because I know moving in the world as a female comic, having been a female poet, being an actress, that men treat you a little different sometimes. And how do you handle that? How do you handle the inappropriateness that sometimes accompanies this thing that we do here, entertaining?
Because, see, I wear glasses and I got this pretty smile and, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? So nice, so sweet. And it's, oh, well, she's sweet. She's nice. We could take advantage of her. She's naive. She got a young face. She's cute. But my name kind of, is self-explanatory. I never mix business with anything but business. And that's what we're going to discuss at the door. So if you book me and you're a guy and it gets kind of inappropriate, then I become assertive and I become a guy, because what you're not going to do is play with me. I came to do a job. I did my job. And when I put that microphone down, I'm a mom. I got to go home. I got children.
Right. And it makes the difference.
Yeah. So this is a character. This is a facade. This is a fantasy. This is a fairy tale. I really don't even exist. So when I put the microphone down, I'm no longer in character. I'm a mother. I can't do this is a job, and that's it. I'll never make business with anything but business. And that's established at the door of the booking. If you want to continue to book me, that's fine. If not, I wish you the best on your endeavors, but I'm fine.
And I didn't ask you, because I always asked in the beginning, but we just jumped straight into talking. What's your zodiac sign, Mama?
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo?
Yeah.
Why did I think you were a Taurus?
I don't know.
That makes perfect sense. So you are literally an earth goddess. So are you a September or August Virgo?
I'm a September Virgo. Yeah.
September to what?
The 9th.
Really?
Yes.
That explains a lot. Because, and it's weird because my Venus is in Virgo.
Okay.
And so Virgo women
are different.
And y'all are just sensual without even trying to be. That's the crazy thing, and you don't understand it a lot of times.
Right.
I have a cousin that's like that. She's just gorgeous, but I don't think she really realizes it a lot of the time. And there's something very sensual about Virgos, and I think it's because of what you represent, fertility. You represent fertility. Look at you over there with your small village. But that's yours. You're a Virgo. You're a Beyonce. I ain't having these children. And there's nothing wrong with it because that's part of womanhood. And you incorporate that into your poetry, right? So do you ever how has your family reacted to you going from being a militant poet to being an erotic poet?
My daughter will always say, before I go to a show, make the money, don't let it make it. Go make my money for
Yeah, the 20-year-old.
No, she 18. She'll be 18.
Girl.
She a Virgo too.
Lord help.
She'll say, good show, good luck, but go out there and make my money.
Now, you know what? Them daughters, they something, ain't they? Sometimes you love them, sometimes you want to eat them. I mean, what?
My God. But my kids, I mean, they know what I do. My older kids have a better idea as to what it is that I do. They cannot come to a show. They know that. Not yet. Y'all are too young.
Right. Exactly.
But they know what it is Mama does. And Mama went from being militant to this erotic being. And the crazy thing is I was militant. Like, cause I wrote from like 98 on, but I didn't start performing seriously until like 2018, 19, something like that. When I got divorced, it was a full-fledged everything. It was, my photo shoot was different. It was hey, this is me. 360, the outfits, the little outfits, and like the photo shoots were completely different. The material was completely different. It was like a rebirth of myself. And so, it's been on ever since.
Divorce will do that to you, won't it? Divorce. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I've spoken to men who have been divorced, but it's real different for women.
For a woman, yeah.
And it's real different for women. I'll say this. Divorce is different for women who have decided that divorce is what they want.
Yeah.
Not women who are thrown into divorce. Not women who, because I know people who are divorced who they are still not over being divorced. They are, and I mean, it could be years ago and they still dealing with this man saying, I want out of this and this and that. But when you literally are like, listen, this is not working for me anymore.
This ain't working.
I don't even know who I am dealing with you.
You, yes.
And I have figured out that you are the problem, not me.
Yeah, not me. And I got to go.
In order for me to be who I need to be, you got to go.
Yeah.
And when you make that step, especially when you have children with these people, and you just decide that you come first, the freedom, the type of freedom that comes with that translates into everything at that point. And I don't know if you were in the church heavily at any point.
I was heavily in the church.
Me too.
Pray and save and salvage my marriage, and the good book saying the Lord said, and but I said, I gotta go. So I left. It took me a while to leave. I initially filed in 2019, but he didn't sign. And so then I filed again 2022, and he had no choice but to sign. Yeah, listen. I was with that man from age 17, and divorce was finalized at age 39. And we have 5
kids. You sound like me. I was with mine 17 years. And he's a wonderful person. I tell everybody this, I don't have any bad things to say about him as a person. He just was not a good husband. And he was not a good husband for me, is what I mean. Like, he might be an excellent husband for someone else, but when you're with a creative, you have to understand that you're with a creative.
Right.
And the things that comes with being with a creative. And the main thing is support. And when you're a wife and a mother and you're a poet and you're writing about your life experiences and you're noticing how sad your life experiences are, your poetry's sad, you're like, what the hell?
What the hell?
You know?
Yeah. But
you actually writing poetry started healing you, didn't it?
Yep. Because I wrote a lot of life experiences, you know, trying to fix the marriage and keep the marriage and my family and love and this and whatever. But it's not working. Like I said, I met this man when I was 17 years old, and the divorce was finalized when I was 39 years old. That's a long time. I'm 41 in September. So I'm just really finding me. But I could say divorce was a blessing. That's what I can say. I'm finding myself, I'm loving myself a whole lot more. My hair done grew. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got my own 40-inch bust down. I grew my own.
Because it's your energy. Your energy changed.
Yeah. My hair long. I done got thicker. I'm you know. I'm like, hold on. My skin.
Yeah.
I got to pepper my step. The marriage was draining me, and I'm writing about the drainage. And so I mourned my marriage while I was in my marriage. I grieved it. I had a mental funeral for it. I had a pastor in my mind and everything. We was there together at the service. It was a pastor in this, in my mind, because it was over. And so once I signed the paperwork, I was fine.
I get that.
Yeah, I had my service in my head. I was cute. I would show up at the service. I had a nice little black dress, had a veil over my face. I was show up at the service,
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a nice spread. The repast was nice. They had chicken at the repast and everything. Lovely.
I love it.
Yeah, lovely.
So hit us with another poem, sis.
Okay, hold on. You nasty. Don't use me to set you up for this evening.
Honey, I ain't gonna do nothing now. Yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing but just
see what I
sit in here and do nothing, girl. That's what I do.
Don't be using me for your energy for the night. Let's see. Let's see here.
Don't call me out, girl. Don't do me like that.
Okay. I can do something here. You got a lot of male listeners, a lot of male callers.
I do.
Okay. Well, hey man, how y'all doing? It's no title for this piece. I want to give you the most uneducated head you've ever had in your life. Yeah. To the point that my education is now in question. And you asked me in elementary school, were all my faces on my report card turned upside down and show a face that looks sad? Did I graduate high school or college on time because of how reckless my mouth can get? Asking questions like, what you do with it because I ain't even see you spit. How deep is your throat because everything seems to fit and in your chest it now sits. Do you need some air because I wasn't expecting for you to inhale all of it? Release me, please, because I wasn't prepared for none of this. You see, your consciousness I'm trying to take. Your limbs, when you get up, I want them to shake. I need what you thought about doing to leave your mind. I'm trying to have your back cracking, you feel my tongue in your spine. Whatever plans that you have, forget all about that shit. I want to play Dennis and in my tonsils. Can you please hit? Don't force yourself, but can you ease it? I can use one hand, both hands, or no hands at all. You see, it's not really a requirement. I simply just need to use my jaw. Can you sit through a session while my throat plays hide and seek with you? Or will you run and I got to use my tongue to grab you? You see, I ain't even trying to fuck. I'm trying to make sure that your hands turn blue. Meaning I'm trying to suck the life out and then give it back to you. To show you how much control I now have over you. can I just become one with your dick and create another social security number for you? I said all that to say this. I don't spit, I swallow. Get some rest, get your shit together, and get ready for round 2 for tomorrow.
First. Let me take that take.
Snap.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, she said what she said.
I said
what she said.
Yeah. You gotta come to a live show. We have a good time.
Yes. So when's your next show? Is it the competition?
No,
look, you said, damn, I'm awake. I bet you are. I am wide awake. You hear me? Okay.
My bad, you guys. I got a show tomorrow at the Rabbit Hole. I have a show the 8th. I have a show the 16th. Then the 17th is the actual show. Trying to stay busy and get my name out a little bit more if possible. Mm-hmm. But tomorrow is Friday, so I'll be at the Rabbit Hole on Friday.
The Rabbit Hole, is that in Charlotte?
It is. Let me see what's the information on that one. But it's a karaoke, poetry, a bunch of whips and chains and stuff. Is it
your girl that I did Queen of Slim with? What's her name? The poet. What's her name?
Mm-hmm. This
Jalea
no. This one is being hosted by Sean Q, and it's in Charlotte.
Okay.
Karaoke and poetry and adult games, and stuff like that. It is in Charlotte. Tomorrow I got to get the address, but it's off of Elizabeth Avenue. Elizabeth Avenue in Charlotte.
Tell the people how they can find you.
Well, I'm on all social media platforms as Boss Lady J, the storyteller, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, you name it. But if you want to be my friend on Facebook, I'm Brittany Johnson. Unless you are the police, I don't know if I got any warrants or anything, so don't add me. But
okay.
On all social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook is Boss Lady J, the storyteller. You can book me, Boss Lady J, the storyteller @gmail.com. and send your information. I'll respond back. I'm a real person, but I like to have fun at these shows. I do whatever pieces that you're looking for, from erotic to whatever. Just go ahead and let me know.
I love that.
Yes,
I love that. I was introduced to you by Sunshine, and I was like blown away. I was like, oh my God. When I first heard, I was like, oh, okay. See, she listen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I loved it. And then your energy is just it's so amazing. And you know, some poets are kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
And you're not. And I love that. I love that about you and what you bring when you do the shows, because your shows are fire. They really are. And that's what people miss, the live element of poetry. And I love that. I really, really enjoy your performances. So y'all heard her. She's Boss Lady J, the storyteller. If you want to book her, she's on Boss Lady J. You said the storyteller @gmail.com.
At Gmail. Yeah, just you can email me your information from your shows to gatherers and stuff like that, and we can take it from there.
Well, you heard her here. She gave you something to think about tonight. And for those of you out there in listening land who aren't watching and are just listening to her, please go support her, subscribe to her station on YouTube, and run her numbers up, y'all, because that's what we're here for, right? To help one another to do better in life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thank you. I told you I wasn't gonna hold you long. See, I didn't lie. It's 9:00. Happy Lionsgate portal to you, coming in at midnight. I hope you manifest you some good sex and everything else that you want in this Leo season. Look, I that's a poem that's been on my head. I've been thinking about doing a poem about us Leos, you know. But with a little
your birthday?
August 14th next week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we won't have a show next Thursday because I don't know what I'll be doing.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, having some fun is what it sounds.
I am, and I am going to the Caribbean Festival, y'all. If y'all gonna be in Raleigh, you'll see me there because I am gonna be there. Yes. Yeah. So until further ado, till next time, I thank you for being my 109th episode of Crazy Carla's Concoctions, Boss Lady J. You were the bomb. I wish you nothing but peace and blessings, love and light, happiness, overabundance. I pray that you're blessed so that you can bless others, because it ain't no fun if the homeless can't have none. Ain't that right?
That's right. That's what he said.
Correct. All right, y'all. For those of y'all out there listening and in TV land, until next time, peace.
Thank you for having me.
That's my girl right there.